I was born in St. Catharines, Ontario, and I was raised there as well. I was the youngest of 5 children. All my education was in Catholic schools. My parents were very religious. There was no question of not going to Sunday Mass and being very much a part of that. Faith was second nature to me. I think I wanted to be a missionary because I wanted to work with the poor. I wanted to give whatever I had to give to make their lives a little easier. When the call went out for missionaries to go to Guatemala, I just felt that I was being called there, and I volunteered immediately. I grew more spiritually as a missionary than I had ever grown in my faith before. I learned from the people that I worked with. I developed a greater dependence on God and relationship with Jesus in those years than I had ever had before in my life. And I must attribute that to the people with whom I worked. There was certainly no help from the government. There was no help. There were no social structures to support these people. And we financially or in other ways give them what they really needed. Where I worked, there was 80% illiteracy. Their needs were so great. The poverty was great. Half of their children died before they were 5 years old. That was just a given fact. And so all you could do was say, God, help me do for these people what they need. Our house had been grenaded in the middle of the night. We were on the death list. I learned a great deal about myself because as a youngster or as a teenager, I just felt very confident and could do everything and didn't need anyone. We were able to stay in spite of the fear, and certainly we counted on God to look after us. In accepting the St. Joseph's Award that is given by the Catholic Missions in Canada, I accept it in the name of all the missionaries who work in Canada, and I'm grateful that they are being recognized. It's a recognition of our diocese. It's a recognition of my community, my religious community, and I feel it's a recognition of all the missionaries who are working in northern Canada. And it's in their name that I would accept it, because there are a lot of unsung heroes there, and that I was picked to represent them. Well, I'm grateful somebody is representing them. And I hope it opens the eyes of people to the universal church, and that it's not just the parish in which you live, it's something much bigger, much greater, much grander. If you want your children to follow their vocation, I think the first thing as parents you must do is give an example of your own faith and raise them in that faith. I think it's also good if you could take them to meet other religious, other missionaries, other people who could be role models for them. But I really think that it is your own life and the way you live your life that will inspire them mostly.